Hi guys, how are you all doing? I hope that you all are doing great. I am back with a video which I haven't filmed since months. Like, this used to be my favorite videos, but then I don't know why I just stopped. So here I am back with the wrap up. So let's start with the list. Well, because I didn't shoot this video for like really long, so I decided that I'll include everything. Like, I want to show my earrings, yeah. So I'll include everything that I have read or watched. So it's not a big list because I haven't really watched that much content, but I have had like a great reading past few months. So yeah, that's it. So I want to start with the first book, the greatest of all times, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Now, when you read a book which is so much hype and so much talked about, you always have this at the back of the mind that you're not gonna like it. Probably it will not live up to the mark. But my dear friend, I am telling you, this book is so much more than the hype it's already having. Like, if you decide to read only one book in your lifetime, then please read this one. Like, it is that good, it's that amazing. Yeah, so that's there. I just loved it. The book is about a celebrity, a woman in Hollywood, and her years through it. See, personally, I'm not the person who is so much interested in this, but oh my god, the brilliance of this woman writing this book and the masterpiece character that she created, Evelyn Hugo. Oh my god, you cannot love her. You can love her obviously, but you cannot hate her. But even though she have done really few things which need people to hate her, but like, you can't. So yeah, that's a very layered character, and the plot, the twist, everything is just remarkable. It's amazing. It's the greatest thing you will ever read if you decide to read it. Then the next thing that I read, I did it for like a video, that is, I read the 4 books of Colin Hoover, that is Verity, It Ends With Us, Ugly Love, and November 9th, and I have made a review video of it, so I'll attach the link. I'm not gonna describe them now. The next thing that I read is called The Midline Library. Now the concept of this book is really unique. It is kind of a self-help fictional book, I will say, like fantasy angle to it. And in that, basically, when the time between your life and death, there is this library where you have this variety of books which you can choose from, and each books that you choose, they are basically a choice if you would have took some other decision, or selected for something else, had other choice in your life, so how your life would turn out. So it's kind of like watching a movie with different perspectives, like, what if this went that way and this happened this way, so how life would be. And the protagonist, she goes through that a lot, like a lot of lies, and then a lot of revelations happen and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty interesting topic. At times I felt like it went a bit preachy in its approach, but like, in overall, I really love the concept and the flow of the writing, so it's a thumbs up from my side. The next book that I'm going to talk about, this is also one of like the most talked books out there. It's called On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. Now, I think that, am I dumb? Like I don't know why I didn't like this book. I know that I shouldn't be judging myself, but like, the sources I trust, they have loved this book, and I really didn't. I didn't connect to the characters. Obviously, it dealt with a lot of things, a lot of issues that should have crushed my heart and crumbled it and like whatnot, but it really didn't work for me. I didn't connect to the character, I didn't connect to the story. I was not crying or even feeling a single iota of sadness while horrific things were described in this. I don't know, I just didn't connect to this. So yeah, that happened. The next thing that I read, it's called Dharmayuddha Kalki. Now, well, it's a mythological story made into a fictional novel. I really don't know that how to describe this book. Like, its setting is a very mythological setting, but its language is very contemporary, and it felt like a children's book. Like, I don't know what's the targeted audience is for this, but I really didn't. I won't recommend this to people. So Yeah. The next thing that I read, it's the Metamorphosis. And oh god, it's a very short read, but what it did to my brain was like so it's basically about a person who wakes up one day and sees that he has turned into a bug. And surprisingly enough, but not surprising as well, is that the first thing he thinks about after turning out to be such is that he's gonna miss work. And that kind of hits you, isn't it? Yeah. So it's basically the story that what if something like this happens, and how you expect the people around you to deal with it. And well, my dear, I cannot really explain it well, but yeah, it just hit the right strings, you know, like it kind of hits you. It makes you rethink everything that you have learned in all of your existence. So yeah, quite a hard hitting read it was. It's a very short read, but completely worth your time, and the time you're gonna sit down and think about it, that will be a lot more than the time you spent on reading it. So yeah, it's worth it. Now that's it. I have read these many things, these many books, and currently I am having 3 current reads right now. I am reading Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code, I am reading Great Gatsby, and I am reading Fellowship of the Ring. So that's there on the plate. I shouldn't have started with 3 books. I really regret it because I'm not able to finish any right now. Yeah, that's happening. And for the movies and series, I really didn't watch a lot, but like the 2 significant ones I want to talk about is You, the series. I am sure that you have heard of it, if not watched it already. Oh my god, you know, I don't know why, but I am loving the character I should be hating. So yeah, it messes with your head. You indeed does. Like it's I don't know, it's a psychological thriller, I guess, but it's beautiful. Like it's really beautiful. It won't make you feel like you're watching a thriller. It makes you feel like you're watching a romance, but it's a thriller and it's dangerous, but it feels so good. Yeah, so you did a lot in here. So again, and the movie I also watched, which I want to mention, is called Cho, and it's also about a serial killer. So yeah, it's about a serial killer, and it's having a lot of movie references. I am not going to explain it because I know I'll ruin it, but it's great. You guys should watch it. It's amazing. I went on a solo date with myself to watch this movie, and I don't regret it a single bit. It was so worth it. It was amazing. It's a masterpiece. Though the ending would have been better, but like yeah, it's still a masterpiece. And because I have watched so much of violence, so much of bloodshed all around me, so now I am sticking to my comfort zone. That is, I'm rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know for how many times already. I am just relaxing and giving myself the self-love I deserve by watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So yeah, that's the update, guys. That's the wrap-up, I guess. I am really glad that I am still doing this. I'm really glad that you guys are tuning into my channel and watching this. I'm just overall so happy for all of this, for all of you, for myself. So yeah, that's the wrap up. I just wish that I get to read quite some good books and watch a few good things in November. So wish me luck, and I wish you luck as well. Watch great things, read great things, live a great life.